A'udzubillahiminasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Yang berbahagia Profesor Dr. Asma Ismail, Director General Ministry of Education, also the former Vice Chancellor of USIM. Yang berbahagia Profesor Christine Eniu, Provost and CEO, University of Nottingham, Malaysia Campus, UNMC. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Muhammad Zahid Muhammaduddin, Champion of Higher Education Leadership Academy AKEPT. Yang berbahagia Profesor Dr. Muhammad Majid Konting, Director Higher Education Leadership Academy AKEPT. Yang berbahagia Profesor Tan Sri Dato Abdul Razak, Holder of Islamic Leadership Chair, USIM, and also Honorary Professor of UNMC. Our distinguished guests, professors, members of universities of Nottingham, Malaysia Campus, Multiversity, Penang, and USIM Islam Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Very good morning and salam satu Malaysia. On behalf of USIM, I would like to thank and congratulate the University of Nottingham for organizing this conference and allowing USIM to participate in organizing it. I hope that this effort could strengthen the network between USIM, UNMC, Multiversity and others, inshallah. I also hope that by participating in this conference, it could lead us towards a new direction in driving universities. I would also like to thank the Ministry of Education and Higher Education Leadership Academy, AKEPT, for the commitment and support that have made this conference recognized. When we're talking about decolonizing universities, which I found to be very important and very interesting as well. USIM has led it ways to be one of the universities in this country to quote-unquote decolonize ourselves by coming out with our own formula in education and research. For information, in USIM, we are integrating both knowledge of Nakli or revealed knowledge and Akli or acquired knowledge. Our main purpose of doing this is to ensure our generation would learn continuously from our Islamic civilizations in the respect of its knowledge and traditions, without separating it from mainstream education, which is based on modern knowledge, science, and also technology. So we believe that by applying the concept of Nakli and Akli, by integrating both knowledge in our educations, our students and generation will apply Islamic science to contribute to the development of this country, specifically and the whole world in general. The challenges of educating students with integrated Nakli and Akli knowledge are so high. So in doing this, USIM strive to ensure our academics to be well equipped with both aspects of knowledge. And you can see this from the nature of applications and researchers in USIM. We normally give utmost attention to topics that have elements of integration between the Nakli and Akli knowledge. So the same also happens in our academic syllabus, whereby every faculty and program in USIM needs to ensure the syllabus offered has the element of integration of both knowledge, Nakli and Akli. So we have a great difficulties in applying the concept at the first stage of our development, but Alhamdulillah, after 15 years of our establishment, and with the help of so many academics in various fields of study, as well as other institutions and universities, we have found that we are in the right track of promoting and championing the concept of Nakli and Akli. So the increase in our publication in the university, the increased number of applicants who want to study in USIM, and the increased number of international students coming to USIM, and also the coming of distinguished scholars to collaborate with us, have always made us to believe, okay, that USIM will one day be one of the most important universities in the world, inshallah. In fact, it is USIM's aspirations to be a regional reference center for the integration of Nakli knowledge by the year 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that this conference will help USIM to build its networks, particularly with UNMC, Multiversity, and also AKEPT. So this network is important to help us drive our university towards excellence by learning from the best. With regards to the conference, I hope that we could benefit from the papers that will be presented in this conference, and from the list of titles that will be presented and shared. I believe that the discussion will be very much challenging and thought-provoking. So I can think no better place than this conference for us to explore thought-provoking ideas and issues in decolonizing our university. I wish you well in your presentation and discussion. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Yang Berbahagia Professor Dato Dr. Musa bin Ahmad. Before we call upon our next speaker, I'd like to ask that you all bear our shortcomings to the turn of events. So there's some technical changes that has happened in my background, so apologies for that. But anyway, we will call our next speaker, yang berusaha Profesor Dr. Muhammad Majid in Konting, Director, Akademi Kepimpinan Pengajian Tinggi, AKEPT, Malaysian Academy for Higher Education Leadership, for his speech. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yang berbahagia Profesor Datuk Dr. Asma Ismail, Director General Higher Education, Ministry of Education Malaysia. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Datuk Dr. Wan Muhammad Zaid Wan Nordin, Chairman AKEPT Board of Advisors. Yang berbahagia Profesor Dr. Kristi Iniu, Pro Vice Chancellor of Nottingham University and the Provost Nottingham University Malaysia Campus, distinguished guests, speakers, participants, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I am grateful to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for making this conference possible. I would also like to extend our warm welcome to Prof. Dr. Asma, ladies and gentlemen, to this important conference, and I am delighted that all of us have made the time, particularly on a Sunday morning, to be present here today. For your satisfaction, I will extend my special thank you to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, the rapid expansion in recent years of our education system, particularly higher education, necessitates the development and nurturing not only a cohort or a network of leaders, but also building of means and spaces for the very debates and discussion of what we mean by leadership in higher education. There are many critical issues around development, around local condition and context, around culture and history, all of which impact on the kind of education system and the kinds of educational leaders we need. In Malaysia, just as in other developing nations, we need, among others, to plot our own path, our own strategy, to establish higher education that is, above all, relevant. It is so challenging to ensure the relevance of a higher education system when so many of the traditional disciplinary and faculty structures, so many of them, the conventional, organizational, and institutional forms, and of course, all of the ranking systems which judge them were developed and designed in other nations under a very different condition. The conference, decolonization, and leadership issues in university education is therefore an ideal forum to rattle the cage, if I can borrow, and to take forward the AKEPT mission. We are delighted that some of our AKEPT Leadership Development Program are delegates at the conference, mixing with their peers and experts from across the globe. We have high expectation that the knowledge shared and created here in the coming 3 days will be of significant value, of real relevance to the evolution of the Malaysian higher education system. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you to Prof. Dato Dr. Asma, Ismail, distinguished guests, speakers, and all the participants for making time to participate in this conference. I wish everyone a very successful conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Yang Bersaha Professor Dr. Muhammad Majid bin Konting. Just another housekeeping reminder. Can we please ensure that all our mobile phones are on silent mode or switched off, so that we can continue this event smoothly. Thank you. Now, without further ado, I would like to please welcome our guest of honor, Yang Berbahagia Professor Datuk Dr. Asma bin Ismail, Director General, Higher Education Department, Ministry of Education Malaysia, for her address, and at the same time, formally officiate this conference. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, salam satu Malaysia, and a very good morning to all. Terima kasih pengacara majlis yang berusaha, Professor Christine Enu, the Pro Vice Chancellor of University of Nottingham and the Provost of the University of Nottingham Malaysia campus. Yang berbahagia Tan Sri Dato Dr. Wan Muhammad Zahid Muhammad Nordin, the Chairman of Akademi Kepimpinan Pengajian Tinggi or Chairman of AKEPT. Yang berbahagia Profesor Dato Dr. Musa bin Ahmad, Vice Chancellor of University Science Islam Malaysia or the Islamic Science University in Malaysia. Yang berusaha Profesor Dr. Muhammad Majid bin Konting, the Director of AKEPT. Alhamdulillah, kita dapat bersama-sama pada pagi yang mulia ini untuk satu sesi perkongsian ilmu yang bertemakan Decolonization, Leadership, and Knowledge Democracy in the 21st Century. Oleh sebab ramai di kalangan kita adalah daripada luar negara, izinkan saya untuk menyampaikan ucapan seterusnya dalam bahasa Inggeris. First of all, let me congratulate University of Nottingham, let me congratulate University Science Islam Malaysia and AKEPT for getting together to make this conference a reality. To To all the international participants and to all the local participants, welcome to this particular conference. It's a very important topic they are about to deliberate this morning and also until the 27th, I believe. But to all the international conference, welcome to all the international participants, welcome to Malaysia. While you are here and enjoying this beautiful University of Nottingham campus, please do not forget our Malaysian food and continue to enjoy what we have to offer, and we also have the time to see the sights in this country. Actually, this morning I came here to be a participant, to enjoy the nasi lemak for breakfast, and actually enjoy what Professor Ahmad has to say this morning. But due to unfortunate circumstances, the Minister 2 of Education could not be here today. So I am now given 10 minutes to actually prepare for this particular opening session. So this is a challenging times, and we all have to move with challenging times. And first of all, let me say that this is the kind of collaboration that we all look forward to see. The collaboration of public university and private university to work together with AKEPT to now move the agenda of the country. This is a wonderful initiative. We're beginning to see now the collaboration between public and private university working towards harmonization, working together towards moving the agenda of higher education in the country. So for that, first of all, congratulations to both USIM and also to the University of Nottingham. And I must also congratulate the University of Nottingham and also to Professor Christine for saying that there is no single right or wrong answer to move higher education in the country. But I hope that with the deliberations that you are about to have and to hear the kind of thinking, new thinking that you're about to also deliberate upon, perhaps we can come to some sort of harmonization as to where higher education should lead us in the future. I welcome also the effort by University of Nottingham to discuss on the topic of decolonization, and it is a very welcoming aspect to see that the UK British University would want to be able to organize and have a discussion on this topic. And after all, it is an intellectual discourse. And we all need to have new ideas, new perspectives, new narratives, new platform in how we now do our thinking. And I also welcome the effort of University Science Islam Malaysia to already start on the effort of decolonization, in the essence that the university is trying to bring back the integration of Naqli and Aqli, which is revealed knowledge, to Quran and Sunnah, and also now with the contemporary knowledge. This, in essence, is what Islam was before, and it should be the Islam of the future. So we look forward also to now see the integration of this effort by University Science Islam Malaysia to see where it is going to lead. And I am sure with the leadership under Professor Musa, it will now be able to move. It is challenging because many of us are educated in the secular way, and therefore now becomes a much more challenging effort. But if there is a will, there is a way, and that is what we pray for. Yeah. I also welcome the efforts of most universities now to move towards the concept of wisdom. I think gone are the era where universities are supposed to gather information, and then from that we say this is new knowledge. But I think the most important question that universities need to have now is, what have we done with that knowledge? Where is the wisdom? That is what we're looking for. And with wisdom comes moral, ethics, spiritual. It comes all the values in that aspect of wisdom. And this is where we would like to lead. And I hope that with the deliberation today, we see a different mindset where KPI is important, but more important is the KIP, the intangible that is there, that make up the talents that we are producing as graduates. Because at the end of the day, you've got to ask, what is it that university want to do? To build a society, university have to decide what kind of society it wants to build. That is very important for the university. What is the direction that university now wants to have to educate future generation for Malaysia, right? So that is why this is very much in hand with the current and higher education blueprint to now produce learned, values-driven talent. Alright, so we do not want our graduates just to be educated. You can be educated but not learned. So this is why we want them to move one step further to be learned. But at the same time, if you are learned, you've got to have the values, you've got to have the wisdom in how you now plow back the knowledge that you have now to help for the betterment of society. So this, in essence, is what we want to see hopefully in the future, and that is hopefully where the direction of this particular conference will be able to guide us. We foresee that the topics that will be discussed today will be in line with our higher education blueprint that will seek to develop the Malaysian education system that has its own values. Yeah, we are not following one particular Harvard or MIT or Cambridge or Oxford. We would like to develop a Malaysia's own higher education system with Malaysia's multi-religion, diversity, multicultural. We have our own values that we need now to impart, and therefore let's see how we can put all this together in a Malaysian education system that is truly Malaysian. We are developing a blueprint that I hope will take care of today's problem as well as prepare Malaysians for the future. In fact, in short, we would like to prepare a higher education blueprint that will prepare Malaysian graduates today for tomorrow. So this platform, I think, is timely as we are going to launch the blueprint in March. So this is timely in essence that we need to hear new ideas and explore new frontiers so that we can now see the kind of challenges and address the kind of challenges that we're about to face in future. So this platform essentially prepares the ministry to address future challenges in implementing and spearheading the blueprint. Before I end, I'd like to thank all the organizers, the University of Nottingham, USIM and AKEPT, and all those who have directly or indirectly helped to make this conference better. I have to thank personally Tan Sri Zulkifli Abdul Razak for initiating this particular event. Tan Sri, as I've said many times, is my mentor, but at the same time, he is also, in essence, the soul for higher education, because he always will ask us to think in a different perspective on how higher education should go forward. And with the presence of Tan Sri Wan Zahid, I know you guys are going in for a good time today. So there will be thought-provoking ideas coming up from this conference, and basically we look forward to your deliberations. We look forward to the resolutions, Tan Sri, and also to the organizers, Professor Christine and also Professor Datuk Musa. We look forward to the resolutions of the deliberations and how now we can help to move this forward. Yeah? So dengan ungkapan Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, saya dengan ini merasmikan conference Decolonization, Leadership and Knowledge Democracy in the 21st Century. Sekian warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you Yang Berbahagia Profesor Dato Dr. Asma binti Ismail for that